Hey guys, so I'm back. All right, so I think it'd be good to talk about judgments next because we brought it up last time when we were talking about investing, right? So, um, of course, we all know judgments are bad, right? You don't want to get a judgment, particularly if you own a house, right? Because once judgments attached to your house, they're hard to get rid of, and you just have to pay them off. That's really the only way to get rid of them. Almost nothing else works. I mean, there are some exceptions, but not many, right? The bottom line is once a judgment attaches to your house, you just have to pay off the whole thing or make some kind of deal, right? So you don't want judgment. So what protects your house from judgments? Now we talked about one of them, right? Tenants by entirety. If you're married and only one of your you get a judgment, your spouse or you separately as individuals, then it won't attach. But the minute you get a divorce, if you two are still on title, they attach immediately. So if you were married, let's say Idris and I, God forbid, we got a divorce, Idris Elba and I, then his judgments would attach immediately, or my judgment would attach immediately. Then if someone dies, let's say they attached and one of us died, they're still there. They don't go away when you die because they're already attached. And somebody dies before they got to attach. Now, let's say, take that same scenario. Idris and I are married, right? We have tenants by entirety of protection. He has judgments. We're still married. We didn't get divorced. And then he dies. Then his judgments won't attach. They'll die with him because they never got a chance to latch on to the property. Okay. But that same scenario, let's say I got the judgments though, and they didn't attach because we were married, and then he dies. Then now I'm single. So now guess what happens? Those same judgments I had protection against the day before my husband died, guess what? I don't have that protection anymore. So those judgments attach to my property instantly. Yeah, so you don't really want to get judgments. Then people think, well, I can file bankruptcy. Okay. Now, if you don't own a house and you file bankruptcy and your judgments are wiped out by bankruptcy, then you're good. Okay, as long as all your judgments were including your bankruptcy and you didn't own a house at the time. But if you owned the house at the time and those judgments got a chance to attach, right? That you didn't have tenants by entirety protection. You were just a single person or whatever, or didn't have the tenancy like that. You didn't have any protection and those judgments attached, the bankruptcy is not going to generally help you, right? It can wipe out your personal liability, but there will still be liens against your property, and you still will have to negotiate with the creditors to take those liens off your property. So I don't know how people do that. They get, I don't know if you would still have to pay them something regardless or what, but they are still liens against your property and you still have a problem selling or refinancing until you get those removed. Because that's the bottom line. You can't sell or refinance until you get judgments removed, or you have to pay them off out of your proceeds of either. So you just don't want judgments, especially if you have a house. Okay? All right. Until next time, guys. Bye.